Welcome back, everyone. We ended last week's episode with something very special to me, and I felt it was appropriate to separate that experience from the remainder of Sophia and I's trip to Patagonia. So if you missed that, be sure to check it out. And in this week's episode, we continue photographing the fall color here with some absolutely beautiful conditions and some great moments you won't want to miss. Let's dive back in. Okay, after this morning, I hiked back down, showered, relaxed a little bit, rested my legs. As you can tell, the wind has picked back up. We're up here in our little viewpoint here, making lunch. What you making there?
Our classic on the road lunch.
Ooh, pretty delicious. And look at this little marshmallow. All right, it's time to eat, but I only have two hands. Okay, but now you gotta eat.
Okay, eat.
On camera, this has become a thing.
No. I'm gonna leave now.
All right, so we're doing a little afternoon shopping here in El Chalten, and Sophia has been on the hunt to try, what is it? Yerba Mate?
Yeah, Yerba Mate.
And we have gone to at least 10 different stores looking for the perfect mate cup, just trying to find a place that she could even try it. You tried it this morning when I was hiking. How was it?
Mm-hmm. Really strong.
What is it? Can you describe to them?
It's a tea that is in a special cup that has an opening. And you pretty much, from what I learned this morning, you pretty much fill the entire cup up with the tea leaves. Okay. And then you put a little tiny bit of water. And then there's a metal straw that goes in the cup with a filter at the bottom. So you
on
can
the
drink
straw?
It. Yeah, right on the bottom of the straw.
Okay.
So you can drink the tea without getting the leaves. But if you can imagine, with that much tea and that little water, it's very strong.
Didn't you say you had a caffeine high?
I think so. The caffeine hit me really strong. Okay,
and after shopping at these 10 places, you still have not bought a mate cup.
No.
What's going on there?
I can make a decision.
Oh my, okay.
I bought straws though.
Verdict, 5 out of 10?
Yeah. Concept is cool.
5 out of 10. You heard it here first, Sophia?
Well, it does say 5 out of 10. I feel like the people are going to be like, ah. I feel bad saying 5 out of 10.
Would you recommend it to a friend?
I think you should try it.
Would you recommend it to a friend?
I think you should try it.
Okay, so we went to get ice cream, and I thought the cone was going to be this big, and then this is how much ice cream we got. This is as big as your head. Look at this. Okay, well.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. You gotta.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the.
Okay. Eat
on camera, this has become a thing.
No.
I got
ice cream in your face.
After I got more ice cream in my mustache, we walked around town and I attempted to pet every single fluffy animal that I could find. Something that El Chalten is known for is just having the friendliest animals all along the streets that you're gonna want to pet as you pass by. It's impossible not to. Oh, I have made a friend. Ooh, what's a pet? Oh, we're flopping. Ooh. Did you finally find one you like?
Yes.
Are you actually getting one?
Well, you'll buy it.
Okay. Fine. All right, so Sophia and I are heading to the spot to scout for sunset. There's absolutely these insane lenticular clouds back there, but they're not necessarily over the main formation, but some are forming. Pretty stoked. Again, not much of a sunset spot here. This is also a spot that we want to scout for sunrise. So we're killing two birds with one stone, going to the sunrise spot, and also trying to take a sunset shot, just like yesterday. How's the orange? We got some competition here. Before this in-depth sunset breakdown, let me take a moment to thank today's sponsor, BetterHelp.
This year, one of my goals is to generate more sustainability within my work and this channel. My biggest cause of stress in this space has always been my sustainability, and a great way to get through that stress and anxiety is therapy. BetterHelp makes starting therapy really easy and much less intimidating for many people. The beauty of BetterHelp is accessibility and the convenience by letting you have therapy sessions as phone calls, video chats, or even just messaging, whatever is most comfortable for you. So you can join over 4 million people who've used BetterHelp to start living a healthier and happier life by clicking the link down in the description. BetterHelp can match you to one of over 30,000 therapists in their network based on your needs, preferences, and locations, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than may be available in your city. Signing up takes no time at all. You'll fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist that aligns with you, typically in under 48 hours. Once you're matched, you can schedule a video or voice session, plus you can exchange unlimited messages through their app or online web browser. If you feel like your therapist isn't a great fit, you can always switch with a click of a button at no additional cost. Clicking my link in the description helps support this channel, and it also will save you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you.
All right, after some scrambling and some searching, decided not to shoot a river shot or a road shot, and kind of just came out here to the plains to try to find a unique foreground, because the problem is, not that it's going to make a ton of sense, but this river here is in a huge canyon. And at the bottom is obviously the river. But the problem is that distance between the river and the canyon top is pretty big. So that means it ends up taking a lot of space in the image. And as you can tell, there's going to be these lenticular clouds here in the sky that are just surrounding us everywhere that actually Patagonia is known for. And I haven't really gotten very many since being here. And I didn't want to take away from that. So because of that, if I was trying to shoot the river, almost half my frame would be that canyon and the river bottom and then the mountains. But I wouldn't be able to capture all of the lenticulars that are in the clouds if they end up catching light. But with a shot like this, where I'm super close to this grass here, that using that 14 mil side of my lens is going to distort the mountains to look a little bit bigger. And I'm also going to focus stack this closer area. But most importantly, it's going to keep these clouds that are above Fitz Roy in the shot. And it's not going to take away from them trying to shoot that riverbed in that really big canyon. So what I've already done is taken some images as the light kissed the tops of the grass here, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Didn't get a sun star, but that's okay, because now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna leave my camera and try not to touch it as much as possible. I'm gonna wait until these clouds get some golden red on them. And then if I want to blend those together, it'll be really easy because I can use the middle ground to blend between my later exposure and my early exposure when the light was on the grass. Or if the light ends up being this nice red light as we go into blue hour, it could look really good on the grass as well with a longer exposure, and that'll obviously blend together better. But now I have both options. My best choice is just try not to touch the camera as much as possible, set my composition in, and now we just have to sit and wait for probably 30 minutes to an hour to see if we get the color in clouds that we want. Again, this is a sunset shot in a sunrise area, so we're just doing the best we can. Maybe it'll turn out. We'll have to wait and see. But I got some competition over here who seems to be just sitting around filling up memory cards. What is this? What are you saying?
I call this the over-the-shoulder shooting technique.
Can't you just pivot?
Your peripheral vision. But when you get a really good sitting spot, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Are you in a really good sitting spot? And you can't drop your sucker.
No.
I see the priorities here. How are your ankles doing?
My ankles are fine.
They look cold.
And touch them?
Not particularly.
Okay. Guess I'll never know.
Get any good shots?
Yep. You wanna see?
No, they can't see them.
Well, let me show them.
Well, which one do you want to show them? Well, I'll put it on the screen. What the hell is that? I look like I'm pooping.
I didn't say that.
What do you think of sunset?
It's great. The clouds are so fun. There's so many interesting clouds.
Very beautiful.
Look at that one.
Which one?
That one.
They can't see. It's too far away.
It looks like a sea otter. I'll take a picture.
A sea otter? No, you don't have to take a. No, don't have to fill my memory card. Didn't exactly get the color. What are you doing? Why did you just? I just told you what we were doing.
I know. I got nervous. This is scary stuff.
Okay. All right. So sunset didn't exactly work out. I actually think.
Said over. I scratched my nose.
You know this is going in.
I know.
All right. Sunset didn't exactly work out in terms of the colors. Mostly because a lot of the lenticulars actually just disappeared from the mountain range as they started to catch color. If there was a shot that worked, it was actually probably one of the early ones just because there was a lot of light on the foreground and the lenticulars were nice. I just don't know if it turned out just because that was before sunset. And then tomorrow, Sophia is actually going on the hike with me, my little Sherpa. She's going to carry my water, which is just the best, so I don't have to carry the water and snackies. She loves to bring the snackies, but I eat most of the snacks. And we're going to go to a spot that I scouted earlier today before I went down. So stay tuned for that. Here's the image. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Any final words, Sophia?
There's a lot of cool clouds.
A lot of cool clouds. Patagonia. You heard it here first. All right, last morning hike. How we feeling? No words? Okay. We both walked out of the hotel and we stopped and we go, it's really warm because it is much warmer outside, but there's wind. So, and it's supposed to be cloudy, but we're hoping it's the right kind of clouds. So we're gonna get up there, see what happens. We made it about 3 minutes up the hill and then immediately took all our clothes off because it is just that warm out, weirdly enough. I don't know what the heck's going on. All right, so we've made it to the top of the hill and we're kind of hiding out in the spot that you can see from the wind for the location that I scouted yesterday. And we have bundled all the way back up. Not that it's colder, I'm just trying to trap all that heat in from the hike up. Even Sophia was warm, and I don't think she's been warm this entire trip, not once. So that should tell you how warm it is outside. But I don't necessarily know if we're gonna get sunrise conditions because while there is some nice cloud formations, I think above Fitz Roy, it's still hard to see. Off on the horizon where the sun comes up, it looks like it could get blocked, but it's still too dark to really tell what the heck's going on. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit and see if we get a sunrise. So cross your fingers for us, considering this hike is kind of grueling and getting up here without a shot would suck. So hopefully something happens, even if it's not the exact shot that I scouted yesterday. How you feeling over there? I know you're not looking up because of the light.
Yeah, my eyes are closed.
Okay, I won't blind you. All right, stay tuned. All right, what an absolutely beautiful sunrise. The light only lasted a couple minutes, and this is a very challenging and technical shot. So you can see here I have my tripod set up on some rocks, but I have to be sitting down because otherwise I'm on a ledge right behind me. And every time the wind gusted, I felt like I was gonna fly off. So my first order of business was making sure I was safe sitting here. The second thing was setting up my composition that I found yesterday with this nice little bush here, or whatever, tree that has some color on it. But you could see this leading line of this river back right up to Fitz Roy. But the technical parts that were really difficult was I couldn't shoot f/16, I couldn't shoot long shutter speeds because of the wind that is not happening ironically right this second as I'm showing it to you, was so gusty that I had to wait for a moment like this. I had to bump up my ISO shooting at f4 and then focus stack it. So basically I'm bumping up my ISO to about 800. My shutter speed's at like 1/15th, 1/25th of a second, just trying to get as crispy leaves as I can get. And then I'm just tapping on my screen here to take a shot in all the different spots that I need to focus. I believe it was just 5, maybe 6 images for the focus stack. It honestly probably wasn't enough, but the moments of no wind are few and far between. So I just have to click really quickly. And then for my background shot of Fitz Roy, I don't care what my shutter speed is for that. So I would take down the ISO, longer shutter speed, get some nice detail in that. And there was definitely some few moments there with the clouds just completely illuminated in pink, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So here is the image. I hope you enjoy. This was a lot of fun. I haven't done a technical image like this in a long time, not one to this extent. So we'll see if it comes together. Here it is. I've realized I've done this hike 3 times now, and you've never actually seen how beautiful the hike is. So I thought I would record a couple shots. As we're coming down, the fall color is just in full swing. It's overcast, so it's all popping out. Absolutely gorgeous hike. All right, after a relaxing day with some walking around, came out here to shoot sunset and barely made it in time for this road shot. The sun was going behind the peaks because the sunset and sunrise times change rapidly here as we go into winter. Pretty much like 5, almost 6 minutes a day sometimes. That's probably an exaggeration, but that's what it feels like. But got out here just in time, got some really nice light rays coming off the peaks here with the road in the background. I think we tried to take this shot a few days ago, but honestly, we've had a lot of sunrises and sunsets in this video, so I can't remember. When I was show you the shot, I didn't take a lot of B-roll because I had to run up here and there's a little workshop going on, so I didn't want to impose on them. Just stay out of my way, take the shot that I had already planned for. And I think we got it this time. I definitely think the light was better this time than 2 or 3 days ago. So here it is. Hope you enjoy. All right, I had an absolutely gorgeous sunset here. After I took that telephoto shot with the dynamics and those really dramatic light coming over the peaks, I switched to a wide angle shot and waited around for some of these clouds to catch color. And the thing that was going on is like every direction, 360-degree views of just absolutely gorgeous clouds. We had perfect lenticulars off in the distance over here. We had some different type of clouds over here that were super interesting with light rays, but we didn't get necessarily great cloud coverage right above the peaks. So instead of shooting telephoto, because that would have cut out all the clouds that were way up here in the frame out, meaning you wouldn't see any of them, I switched to a wide shot and basically just made Fitz Roy in the road really small. But what was cool is by shooting so dramatically wide, I was able to use all the clouds that you can see above me right now, pointing into the frame, right into Fitz Roy. And it might work, it might not, but that's what I was gonna shoot, mostly because I really wanted to get those clouds in it. And I didn't really care what the mountains or the road looked like. I really wanted those clouds. Waited around till some nice red light hit them, and then I also, for fun, at the very end, put a 6-stop ND so I could take a 30-second exposure of a car coming right down the road. I might blend that in there as well. One thing you're gonna notice is that there's this van parked here. I guess a group of photographers that is way off in the distance parked it there, and so I'm gonna have to Photoshop that out of every shot. Regardless, it was absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you the shots that I enjoy the most. Just a beautiful evening here, not cold, not very windy. Here's this shot from this evening. Thanks for watching. All right, good morning, everyone. Taking it really easy this morning, as you can tell, back at the road, but this was planned. This was the shot I actually planned on taking on the way out of here because we're actually leaving. We've left the hotel, we're back in the van. We have to drive all the way to Punta Arenas, which is 8-9 hours. Have to cross the border before returning the van tomorrow and getting on the flight home. So this was the shot I'd been planning on taking as we left, but I've come back here just to take it easy in the evenings, mostly because sunset is kind of difficult here, but also after all those morning hikes, you know, taking it a little easy. But what's hilarious is, as you can tell, you know, we got a little bit of light on Fitz Roy here, and then right behind me looks like this, and we got a whole group of photographers over here over the fence, which I think they're allowed to be over there because you can cross the fence way over there. I don't know, but they're there. And it is just absolutely popping off behind me. But of course, the shot that I have set up is here. Just taking the same shot at 70 today, not doing the wide shot, doing the shot that I did before as the sun was setting last night. I do have an ND filter on here to get a 30-second exposure. What's really nice about this shot, if you're trying to get those car trails, is from the point here all the way to right here when a car leaves the frame is almost exactly 30 seconds. It works out really perfectly for that particular shot and works really well. Don't think I got it because all the cars that have come through have been buses, so these weird lights, but either way, I will show you my favorite image from the morning. I hope you enjoy. Okay, we had an absolutely beautiful morning. The sky absolutely blew up, not behind Fitz Roy, of course, but it was so beautiful that Sophia even got out of the van where it was warm to come out here and watch the sunrise. What did you think of the sunrise?
It was beautiful.
A really good send-off for the last day here.
A very nice send-off.
Yeah, it was just absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed those shots. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. It's been really fun making them. We've honestly got some absolutely fantastic conditions here in both Torres and El Chalten. Very productive. I know that this particular video had a lot of sunrise and sunsets. So if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. What was your favorite part?
In Argentina?
No, just in the trip in general.
The food.
The food?
Yeah.
What about Argentina?
The food in Argentina.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite food? All the lamb and meat we ate? Yeah, it was absolutely delicious and very affordable. So if you ever come here...
we have recommendations.
Yes. Comment down below if you ever want to know those. Maybe we'll start a second channel and you could just do food stuff.
Food stuff. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. There's got to be a rainbow out there somewhere.
Just gotta find it.
Later.